Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his second year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 62 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
15 more yards.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33-yard line. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
4 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
They'll run with Peterson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Adrian Peterson on the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, having the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
Peterson again, the ball carrier.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A 22-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 3.
After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It got his man complete.
Wilson's
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
It's a gain of 30.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again here, Wilson. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson, and this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Dontrell Inman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead.
On 40 extra points.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Seattle.
On 1st down, Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
To DK Metcalf.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Seahawks, first down.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. To throw again is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Wilson's pass. Complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line.
And the Seahawks
from the red zone now. Here's Wilson on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I don't know what the heck.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
But I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Haskins will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
From the gun, it's Haskins.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
On for the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
This is DJ Reed returning. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Seahawks 16.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
On the pickup. It's second.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down,
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A throw complete to Dorsett, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21.
To throw again. Wilson steps away to his left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Haskins pass complete.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's 2nd and
in need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He looks underneath and he finds Hyde.
complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
7 brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's able to find Inman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this is Inman with a catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Carson the first down and more. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
Carson, the ball
31 yards there and a first down.
The 39-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So the victory here for Seattle, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do as well as prepare.
You have a big decision here to make about one of your players.
today. From CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 30, 20, 10, touchdown LA.
Goff's pass.
Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a 3rd-round pick back in 2012.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He was brought down.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 13 carries, 86 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Brings up
after the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And able to find Dorsett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. what a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Rams 1st down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the crossing route, complete. It's Woods. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get...
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Seahawks. Seahawks, 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Goff on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you.
Good run there. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
first down throw. Gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First and goal, Rams.
These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Throwing again is gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Pass complete to
Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Rams' 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Rams first down.
On first down, gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
To Tyler Higbee.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run, Devontae Freeman. Oh, he sheds himself free. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That
catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2 yards.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Russell Wilson.
Samson Abukum in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking left sideline. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action. It's Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
Second and goal.
To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Wilson will throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the Cardinals who come.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Reed. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 21.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now Wilson on first down. He finds his running back, Hyde. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. On third down, it's Carson, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it... is working. They are really locked in on offense.
11 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
32-yard line.
On second down now, it's Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 15. A big run there by Freeman, 54 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ford on the stop.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Third down.
Out of the gun, gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tackle. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Carson. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
The tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson's pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This is Carson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They run for it with Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Complete to Josh Reynolds. A gain of...
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a Rams first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup.
Brings 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Goff. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Recovered by...
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They run again with Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
For a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Carson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. To the air again. Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A gain of 9 yards.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he threw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
The tackle made.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Carrier. Trey Flowers on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 15 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 40, past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. The old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Seahawks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Taken down by
officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. They go screen pass to Hyde. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Yeah, he will go. Out right near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Carlos Hyde.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Taken down by KJ.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
It looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wilson will throw again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
The Seahawks, first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson able to find Dorsett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal of 34 yards.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
49ers 10.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start out west in the City of Angels with Arizona in town for an NFC West matchup. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Alex Erickson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Seattle.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You're set.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown away and
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's fourth.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
49ers 10.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Play action. Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Complete. Fumbled on the play.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Made at the 6-yard line.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
And this is...
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Carlos Hyde. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. A gain of 3, second down.
The ball carrier.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
12-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
4-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers
Niners make some inroads here on that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
On the throwaway.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delay, here's Carson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
On the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Ball carrier. He's brought down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Over the middle, Dorsett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Gain on the play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
And his kick is right through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pettis now on the return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own
The
27.
49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Coleman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And he's got it up and through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Seahawks, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit.